I think EG has more experience as like a 4-man roster than Sadboys. So this will kind of be like the testing run, I think, for Sadboys.
Fair enough. As you can see right now, former evil geniuses, they've played a hell of a lot of games with each other's roster, that's for sure.
And they tend to do a lot better when they're on EG than versus EG, according to our stats here, which is not a surprising thing for years. So, I found the draft order was kind of interesting this game too, where that Ursa came out very early. Like it's a little unusual to see him pop out that quick in the draft, I would say, especially because they already had Abed too, so they had like 3 cores in the first, or 2 cores in the first 3 picks. But I don't know, didn't really end up too poorly for them. As Gunnar said, like the lanes look like they should be all right here. Maybe Arteezy's matchup versus the Bat, something to be a little bit wary of, but he's done this one before.
Yeah, the Ursa Bat matchup's actually pretty good now. It's like the little leap you get. This Ursa Ench will like probably, yeah, I could see him dying at level 3. So just some like jumping and throwing.
Yeah, it makes me think about like when people try to do Bat versus like Weaver or something, and it's like you're trying to like push it to that perfect limit where if you can force the jump out of the earth or something, he's got too many stacks, maybe you can get the kill, but at the same time, you can see the Bat blowing up. Like going in for an hour after that jump, and that forces the TP back. But yeah, there you go. That's a 40-second Firefly used to just get one little TP back and barely any damage.
And I guess part of that is because he saw that, you know, Sneyking over there far enough away that he's not going to be able to come in and interrupt that TP, battle in and out with Fly. So good decision there to bait it out. Mid matchup, something kind of you know a little bit about. How do you kind of feel about these two heroes facing off against each other right now?
The matchup's pretty even. Like, there's not really much favor, but the Lesh can get like a bunch of points of edict and then just kind of take the Void's tower if he gets ahead in the lane. But I think it kind of depends on the rotations. Like this Tusk can actually just kill this Lesh over and over.
According to Dota Buff, and your 3 matches versus EG here, game 1 you lost the mid lane as Invoker versus Batrider. Would you say that's accurate?
I would
Dota
not
Buff
say
have it
that's
all
accurate.
wrong. That's accurate. Is that good? Don't worry. You did take the victory in
I
game 2.
don't think it was accurate. I remember I looked back at the game and I was up like 400 gold at 5 minutes or something.
All right,
Dota Buff line.
I can convince myself too that I actually win the race.
Yeah,
like,
you know,
yeah,
can't believe technology all the time.
Level 3.
Yeah, 3rd, potentially a 4th kill if Sneyking could hit that maybe at the right time. But I mean, the Firefly's gone and so I don't think they got it.
Ooh, wait, they got level 4. Flame break. Extra damage, Arteezy dropping low, but can't quite get it. In fact, they're able to push back and almost kill Sneyking. A lot of good aggression there.
They missed the spike carapace on the Ursa jump. Yeah, did it too late. I think you actually might have died to the stun.
And at the same time, we have some tips being traded in the bottom lane here. Is Ice 15-1, 17-2? Man, Ice Gray having what, like 5 heroes banned versus him in this draft seems to be doing okay.
He always kept his Pango when he disarms you if you're getting a last hit or something. we joked about this. It's like the higher level Pango you are, it's like the higher level disarm you have. So, you know, Luki is like 2 level 25 Pango counts with like 50% disarm. It's got a solid like 25% right now. So.
Got to keep spamming that in the pubs. Get your levels up. Pay to win, or play to win, I guess.
More play to win, yeah. It's fair enough, I think.
That's Dota. They're not paid to win, play to win. It's the ultimate grind. He is out of mana down here, but he's got 2 mangoes, so they might be able to force something.
And they're trying to wrap around on them. Let's get the Maledict. Meanwhile, up top, there's more aggression onto Arteezy. They force back that TP of the Enchantress. It looks like that's going to be the extent of the aggression on both the lanes. Getting a little bit spooky. And you can see right here, most Ursa games all time. Arteezy's getting pretty close up there with the Pangolier.
Oh man, if he shoots that, they're going to be thinking more Ursa. This guy really likes Ursa. I would want to plot. Look how much he likes Ursa. Get the kill on move.
Well, at least for now, as we come around at the 5-minute mark, battling out for these runes, Sneyking able to sneak one away, but now getting chased.
He burned the stun though.
Oh, big stun turnaround from BMN, and able to get one, looking for a second. Good catch. Eventually, Fly takes the final touch on a Sneyking.
Yeah, but Arteezy died first before Sneyking, so we get the XP too. I actually don't know if that's good or bad. Then given like full XP for the last.
Off to a good start for sure. That helped CNM's lane a little bit, as Abed was definitely pulling ahead. And you can see again, iceiceice being chased around the block by PPD, being super annoying on this Witch Doctor.
Who's more annoying? I think Ice is more annoying because he's the one pulling this lane.
Fair.
That's the true nuisance.
Dire's middle tower is under
Very
attack.
solid. His back towards mid. The fight still happen on the Sneyking. Abed level 6 here and making full use of it early on.
This pleases
Who you guys kind of feeling like is pulling ahead at least at this point? Is there one draft that you guys would rather be playing?
I would rather be playing EG, I think. It's
Yeah.
a lot easier to, I think, feel chill about what's happening. The Flesh, I think, has to like keep snowballing and have a good game. Maybe ever falls behind, he'll just start feeding this Ursa with items.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, this game, isn't it? There's a lot of traps on the side of EG. Like, there's like an Aether Remnant and then like a Rolling Thunder, an Ice Shard. If you're just out of position by a little bit of DNM, you can just fall very quickly.
Yeah, and also this Void Spirit Nyx matchup's actually not as bad as Void Spirit, because in the fights, you have like a vulnerable ability, so you can always like break a spike carapace.
Nice. Guys, bottom. Arteezy getting killed while the rest of the reinforcements stay up. They will find the kill on the Ursa, but is it going to cost them? They already hit fallen Abed. Look for the catch. He's going to find it though. Waiting time to kill all the dodge, a little bit of extra damage coming through. Blue, will he go down here trying to find the touch on it? They can't finish him. And DN with the bottle on the move.
Ice.
Didn't quite have the damage.
Orb of Corrosion with no Javelin. New item has ruined his game.
No, could have had a javelin, huh?
No, this is the item. It's okay.
Okay.
It's a very rare circumstance where that's not going to be worth it. I'm sure.
Yeah, anytime where they're, you know, doing a thing where they walk away instead of TPing, it'll be better.
Yeah.
Oh, big moment there nonetheless. A 2,000 gold lead for Sadboys.
Yeah, I wonder how they got Ice down bottom too. I guess he's only level 4, so that's the real issue. He probably just get caught out.
That second point into lucky shot. And right now you can see Fear queuing forward for the Battle Fury. Arteezy has a similar idea, though he is, at least for the moment, a little bit behind that troll. Actually a fair bit behind, about 700 gold or so.
Yeah, he was actually contested and has died twice. So he's not as happy as this like essentially free farming Fear down here.
Yeah, they took a really late troll and they, I think, banned pretty much like every strong offlaner. Troll here doesn't lose lane. He's way too strong of a laner.
And he even has like a strong 5. Like sometimes you pick Troll and you see it can take like a week or 5 with it, but they have like, Witch Doctor and Troll. Like who wants to be in that
Dire's
lane?
top tower is under attack.
It's not a good time at all. You can see up top, this is what you were talking about before, the multiple points in Edict, not taking mid lane, at least for the moment, putting a lot of pressure onto that top tier 1 tower until people start showing back up again. And mid lane, Abed got dumped on a little bit there. Doesn't quite manage to get brought down, but he will take a lot of maledict damage. He walks back home.
Dire's top tower.
I think it'll be interesting to see if this troll does an ag. I think the enemy's really good. First.
Roasted, toasted, and
Hey,
burned to
Fly
a crisp.
just got melted up top. He died so quickly.
And they didn't even have a ward there. Mood just anticipating the positioning. Something punishes it. So what do you like about the Aghanims on troll this game?
It's really good versus Ursa. It forces him to buy BKB because you can purge his overpower, which is really annoying for him. Also, you can
Dire's
apply the
top tower is
mischance.
under
Like
attack.
every time, even if he ults, the matchup used to be like Ursa would ult, mischance, kill the troll. Now you can just reapply it every 4 seconds, so Ursa will always miss you.
Pretty cool. I like that a lot. And I guess that
It also helps for the Pango, because the lucky shot used to like destroy this troll during the laning stage, or during like ulting or whatever. But now you can just purge it. And
Scanning.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's actually a really good
Dire's
ag
middle
game.
tower is
I know
under attack.
Sunspan is the big ag fan on Troll. I see the Sunspan Troll quite a bit. Definitely not one to learn from, but it is largely visible on Twitch TV.
okay, I like that.
Yeah, he always talks about the ags. He has conditions for the ags, you see. He's like, has to be so many dispels and everything. Except then in the end, he just admits that he just wants the ulti on the low cooldown. This ags does a whole lot for you.
Yeah. It makes the mana cost low too. Yeah, everything you want.
And with the bomb on here, they're bringing in Sneyking. Good stun on it too. DNM shows up also, and now with the roll fully active, coming back the other way. They turn on the fly, try and find that kill. With the rest,
Enchantress.
he tries to retreat and get out of harm's way. Sneyking making a chase, and does have an angle on iceiceice, but I don't think we can get there in time.
Still pretty good for EG to slow things down though. Draw the Leshrac down here, get the kill on the bat. Fly's not that valuable. Arteezy still hitting creep. But yeah, Sadboys are still looking pretty good at the moment, and now Snaking's just starting to begin scouting around the map. And Ice, does he have a sentry? I don't see anything here.
Oh,
Man, that was so greedy.
Jeez. That would have been really nice for them. But Ice getting out. Damn, iceiceice. Talking mess with the voice lines. What else new?
Sadboys lines went way better than I thought they would.
Yeah?
Slash has 1.5k on the Void Spirit. I think if they keep this up, it's pretty easy for them to win in like this 25-30 minute window before the Ursa gets like 5-6 slotted.
Okay. And I guess that likely shutting down the rest of these towers is going to be what it's about
Your anger
to go
is
down
useless
for
here.
Sadboys. And you
My
think that it's
face.
just keep running at you, trying to find fights around the time?
They want to use the Lex to take
Dire's
the towers
middle
early,
tower
so that's
is
the
under
Nyx
attack.
attack. Use that pressure. Because in the early game, the Nyx and the Bat are kind of bad. Everyone can sit under towers. There's not many points that you can attack. But once you lose these tier 1 towers, the map gets scary quick.
See that like the Rolling Thunders are kind of that like potential. Like it's not just going to be easy for iceiceice, but the Leshrac will be exposed when they're going for those tower sieges. So if you can like pull off something kind of crazy and then discard follow up, maybe there's something there for them, but certainly easier said than done. It does look like Sadboys have the edge if they just kind of waltz up right now.
Speaking of waltzing up, quick smoke, bringing 3 in front, 1 behind. And they're trying to find, I think, a bigger kill than Fly.
Yeah, anything but Fly, pretty much. They're trying to find where Arteezy's. Oh, actually, they know where he's farming, I think. That ward.
Well, wraparound and now going on to iceiceice here. He is fully surrounded. Every damn person, every angle, and that time he still tries to go for the jump away. Has Rolling Thunder back up in but not making it in time as combo is there, and well, 5 heroes mid.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They get at least a decent trade by getting the bottom tower, but obviously you'd much rather have the mid because, again, as Gunnar just pointed out, the Nyx and the Batrider are looking to roam, and now Arteezy's jungle is going to be compromised.
Yeah, Sadboys is also happy because they just get me
Dire's
safe
middle
earlier.
tower has
So
fallen.
you take this trade, and now they're still up 2-1 tower. That's the advantage of taking this enemy safe in tower.
That's some math right there.
Yeah.
Oh, PPD. He spots Arteezy. Do they have another Vendetta? Not for 40 seconds. So
Radiant's
that
bottom
kill
tower
not
is
likely
under
to
attack.
connect, and that move can make a really sick play. It's pretty far away though. So they won't be able to connect on killing the Ursa.
Battle Fury is coming out for Fear right now. Arteezy about 1 item behind. 3/4 of 1.
Okay. Into the plan, at least for now, for Sadboys and Evil Geniuses. I mean, what's sort of the game plan for them? How can they disrupt this? Do you need to go for like sort of a quick smoke type of play to find the full farming, or do you just sort of keep trading towers when you can?
I think the Lesh
Radiant's
gets the
bottom
best.
tower is
Yeah,
under
kill
attack.
Lesh before he has BKB, right?
Yeah. If he gets his BKB, it's really hard for them to do anything. It requires their about 3 items. They'll need like Basher, BKB, and Blink, in addition to Battle Fury.
What? He has more than a kill or assist per 2 minutes on the hero?
Jeez. All right, that's wild.
That's a busy Pango.
Radiant's bottom tower
I mean, he was
is
playing
under
it when it was
attack.
like mega broken right when it came out too, to be fair. Like some of those stats played it. Nonetheless, definitely very good on the hero.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Gotcha.
As 3,000 gold lead, we saw a little bit of friction in that mid lane, but not presenting DNM as an easy target for gank there at all. Only playing around him and letting their strong hero be strong.
Okay, so DNM had the BKB queued up, but now he's thinking about Assange.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Thoughts on that?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's like a greedier
Dire's
approach.
structures
There's
are
reasons to go.
fortified.
It's like you can get punched during BKB. The Ursa might buy a basher and feed
I
through it.
amplify my impact.
Half measure build where you want to be aggressive, but you don't want to full PQ.
Actually, yeah, that is kind of nice, because then you're thinking about like, Chainsaw on the Rolling Thunder, but then there's also things that, as you said, are going through the BKB between the Tusk and the Ursa. It's like he kind of wants both in the
Dire's
end.
top tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified.
One of those hard saves. iceiceice is going to be taken down on the bottom side of the map. Didn't even have to use Vendetta for that one. Interesting. So you can maybe make another go here in a little bit if they want. As Evil Genius is going to lose that offlaner. Down in the very what's up? I'm right now as well. Very capable. Has to put on a little bit of really nice walk off there. The Calgary only calling one time. Yes, they will. They might lose this one though. They jump in with Abed, trying to interrupt everything else. TBD with Tusk, he's absolutely wrecking him. Coconut down.
Oh, the bad bounce.
At the right angle. And now, iceiceice back into the fray. Wants to bounce around. Dodges. Gets dives. Gets out. And now Fly trying to take down Moo. Mayhem in mid. iceiceice is going to be pulled over to the side. Abed now being chased down, slowed down. Doesn't have another asset step. 5 seconds. He will die. So the final tally ends up being, I think, 3 for 2. Something like that.
4 for 2.
4.
Looks like. I guess that's counting Ice when he died right before all that kicked off at the bottom tower.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
I mean, that was like the first time this game Crit's really been involved. I think he was like 1, 2, and 2 before that. You know what I mean? It's not been a great game for a Tusk to try and like create action on the map due to like the state of his allies after the laning stage.
Fair. But the left did get brought down, and you know, it
Ice
feels like
again.
time it needs to happen. So, a dude is in trouble, and like careful afterwards. There's one last crash before he ends up falling. 0-5-1. This is not one of those killer assist games per minute.
Do deaths count for that stack? Can that keep it alive?
Kills for someone.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, nonetheless, feels like that's the role that he's inhabiting right now. And Arteezy on the Ursa starting to play catch up. He has actually the Ogre X queued up in his inventory, and he's working towards Blink Dagger and BKB.
In the past, I feel like these were games that felt kind of unwinnable for Ursa, and then he developed this leap, and then Abyssal got buffed and everything. So like, I guess I can see there being a chance later on where you can turn these sort of games into Ursa, but the Troll just feels like a brutal matchup now with the ways he's been changed.
The
His
Ursa,
BKB's almost done.
the Ursa can kill heroes at any point in the game, pretty much, as long as you can get on them. That's just the issue with the hero, right? Now there's all these new tools, like you were saying.
You know, a lot of heroes surrounding him in this game that either cause some mayhem or keep people in place. You know, with the Pango rolling through and you know, Lotus punching, staying on top of people. But we'll have to wait and see how it goes. I guess the other thing is that the 4K lead, but you know, Nullifier also later on in the game really devastating for that Lesh. If you know the Ursa gets it or somebody else on EG, a lot of those survivability mechanisms just get destroyed.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
They're trying
attack.
this again. They have a ward in behind and even ahead of the tower right now. EG almost hoping that they would defend this down here.
Dire's middle tower
But they're coming
is
at an
under attack.
angle that they're not really
Radiant's
covering.
bottom tower is under attack.
With
Radiant's
King hurt,
bottom tower.
while the last one comes out, able to catch Abed, mega dead. iceiceice rolls him after the retreat, and Crit will manage to
Radiant's top
out of
tower
there.
is under attack.
Ice goes for the TP away himself, and well, they get out only losing Abed for that tier 2 tower.
They're just throwing bodies at Sadboys.
I think their eventual goal is gonna be make Sadboys go bot and try to do some sneaky Roche with Tusk Ursa.
That's actually pretty clever, yeah.
If Sadboys gets this Roche, I think they can walk high ground, which it looks like that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, it feels like they were just waiting for these BKBs, and they're just about done now. Leshrac will finish out after like 50 gold, so the Roach kill will give it anyway.
They make them fast. The geniuses, they don't have angle roll for 15 seconds either, yeah. So doing that, doing wings down bottom, I guess. And now Abed looking for
Slot open.
oh, he wants it. Not tapped. And now he's in kind of deep. Has to try and jump away, but the wheel scepter is there. Hits the stun timing perfectly. Follow up, dead. Oh, ice to roll afterwards. And I think he has to leave. Oh man. Well, think they can go high ground now? That's sort of the game plan, or do you think we can just sort of shut down the map?
The first Aegis, usually you don't go high ground. That's kind of how you throw games. Usually you want to Roche early so that you get the second Roche earlier.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So they're going to use this Aegis to like walk back and forth across the map, get wards, make it so the only hero on Dire that has farm is this Ursa. Everyone else is going to be really poor now.
Definitely looking up in that respect. And Evil Genius is down 7 kills to 18, but more importantly, it's that gold lead and the Aegis, and now needing to find sort of a timing when I guess they can find a pickoff maybe, but their lineup doesn't feel super well suited to that either.
Yeah, it's turning into like a 10k XP lead as well, just because there's heroes that can't really do a whole lot at the moment on the side of EG. Most notably our Tusk and our Inch, really.
On over that outpost and now shut down the map. This is always that point in the game where just it's I think for like they did. They've got the roll afterwards. That's on a wall. We got a little bit off here. TNM turns now. I don't think it's up though. Damage out. You'll have to look afterwards. Can this work for them? I don't think so. As Chairman is going to likely fall here. They chase him down, find the final cut. And with 2 dead, that one hurts.
I mean, he didn't even BKB during that. He knew.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, it's a different look than I feel like we normally see. People just like taking a fight right at the start of the Aegis.
I think they saw Troll bottom and thought maybe this looked like a decent jump, but then Abed was on the creep wave, saw Moo TP in, and thought like I can mess around with Moo, get out, but Sneyking came down bottom too. So then they just got that kill as well.
That's always good in this game, and I think it's important to keep in mind that we're talking about how we kind of like draft, but that's always come up with some sneaky stuff around the map and played really good Dota, it feels like.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I was envisioning this top lane to go a lot better for EG. I thought this Batrider would be really sad, have a bad game, but he's kind of owning.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah, it
attack.
kind of turned into like 2 1v1s of like Ursa versus Bad and then Ench versus Nyx. And Sneyking just didn't let them control the creep at all or anything, so it just felt like it was always away from the tower.
Is under attack.
Yeah, and 1v1s are usually good for a bat unless the enemy has a purge. Always shoves the enemy off the wave.
Again, taking over complete control of their jungle. Arteezy.
I think they saw him, but now they've also scanned them.
Oh god! All right, run away. Fierce is going, and he's like, "Come on, buddy! I see you, old teammate. We're gonna find him right there. They're trying to meanwhile the battlefield on the other side. Can they kill down Arteezy? I think so. The chase is continuing. I can't stop it at the moment. Trying to bring down Moo and TNM. Wait, have enough damage with the Ursa dead. They need to find some type of kill here. TNM will be good. And turn it out. They find one kill here. One of the only ones up in the area, but he might try to take everybody on all on his workshop. As he finds a triple kill. Moo. Hot crit. I think they got another one lined up for the troll.
He's like, this was not the play.
Low burn down. Ultra kill for Fear at 25 minutes. Yeah, he's online.
Yeah, no Ags build. A little sad. It's going the Basher BKB stuff, the boring carry stuff.
Dire's bottom tower
Dude, did he just?
Where are you going?
Yeah.
Did he
Labor
not
and
think he was gonna get out? He's
I
like,
think he was
oh, yeah.
cornered.
No, I know, but that's a sentry.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, yeah, he did. All right, yeah.
I mean, it's mostly the max efficiency is to wait until the end of the TP to lasso him, but it's just extra sad for the Ench. Make sure your troll will get there in time.
Damn. So it feels like EG are still just throwing their body into Sadboys over and over again.
Dire's bottom
You
tower
know, if the
has
age is
fallen.
tiring, I guess that they can kind of fight, but they're already down 11 now. And
Dire's
speed even
bottom
further.
tower is under attack.
It's a little rough. Put it lightly.
All right, what are our comeback items here? They have Blink on ice. That's something. They got drums. Drums are kind of cool when you pop them. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, that's how they get deep. And there's 2 sets of drums.
I think it's Blink on this Ursa and they find the Batrider or Lesh at the start of the fight.
Is under attack.
That's true. Bat did just build a BKB, so it's just like, if you know Ursa blinks on you and kills you, that's still a viable option, even if he was BKB now.
It'll have to be some Blink Pango ult on the Bat pre-BKB so he gets chain stunned with Ursa on it. There's a lot of fight conditions they need to win if you're gonna list them all.
That's the comeback, though. That's what you need.
Dire's middle tower is
You
under
gotta hit a bunch of stuff all in a row.
Radiant's
I
top
like
tower
the yeah
is
with
under
the
attack.
question mark at the end
Dire's
of the
middle
center.
tower has fallen.
This is the caster life now. How can they make it work?
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Like Airbus?
Dire's middle
Oh, the
tower is under attack.
cleave.
Sleeve. Nice. And trying to chase on down Arteezy. Starting this fight at half HP, right? Blink only finds 1. Trying to buy 10 for the rest of this team to get out of there. And it looks like, oh, no, didn't have mana. Oh, wow. But they get out.
And the instant circle from ice of down here. Okay, go there.
This is your farm now. They're all top.
Yeah.
Face to create it. He definitely needs it. Did get a Titan Silver though for the Ursa. That's definitely helpful. Anything to try and sort of mitigate that, you know, your last duration and everything else. But as you're mentioning it, it feels like it's definitely fallen off the rails. Nice little push down bottom. Abed, about halfway to Aghanim Scepter. I mean, I guess one of the things that's weird is that it feels like almost any wave that Sadboys is starting the fight, they're winning the engagement. Oh my god. The king, the absolute king. As Ice is going to be controlled afterwards, tries to get away. You're not going anywhere, buddy. Get on back here. What a monster.
Fierce is begging them to jump on him here. As we have 20 seconds till a potential Roche spawn. But with 2 heroes dead, they want to test the defenses of the high ground.
Good game.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Hey, that's the small. That's the pub.
Dire's middle
Chat wheel
barracks has
accidental.
fallen.
How are you gonna do
Dire's
that?
middle
That's your own
barracks has
teammate.
fallen.
Admin? Did they lose?
Did you know that Peter, the old Peter, would have called on that? Like, excuse me, it's GG. I don't know what's going on. Why is the game not over?
Like disconnect and leave the game. Like, I can't get back in, man. They called it.
Ugh. I don't know, Gunnar. What's your response if you see that in the game that you're playing?
Someone just GG's.
Yeah.
I made sure all my team took it off their chat wheel so we don't accidentally do it.
Okay. Very nice.
Alright, here we go. It's the anime power up moment from that GG.
Let's go Peter and then peek out. Promise. Alright, roll back and forth. I just doing a lot of damage here. Hope it has some happily here. Peeking out our team. That also, the meat grinder man is coming out, and the sigil will not save you as the GG comes, and they need to go back to the playbook after that one.
Radiant victory.
I think EG is a team, when they lose their lanes this hard, it's really hard for them to come back, especially like this Tusk. I don't think had a much chance to play this game. They didn't really play the game, you know, they just kind of